And joining us now is Kim Welter from Baesman. She's the vice president there. Kim, thank you for joining us.
Yeah, no problem.
So overall, what does Baesman do, I guess would be a good place to start.
Sure, we are a data-driven, loyalty-focused marketing agency based out of Columbus, Ohio.
Okay, and so what kind of clients do you have?
We have, we run the gamut from a retail perspective, but we have American Girl, Stanley Steamer, Rag & Bone, Hibbett Sports, and a lot of others.
And what do you do for those folks?
It depends. Most of them are data analytics, so we look at customer and transactional history, and then we plan marketing campaigns off of that, whether it's direct mail, email, with a really strong loyalty focus if the brand is ready for loyalty.
Okay, and how many brands are ready for loyalty roughly? Are a lot of people jumping into it? Are people still lagging behind?
We really have to do a lot of analytics around whether they're right. You have to have, obviously it's a cost, so we have to have enough members that join and change behavior to pay off for that cost. So it's really kind of a financial model that we have to roll through before we can determine whether or not they're ready.
So it's possible not everybody is ready for loyalty?
Absolutely not.
Okay.
And we're very open. We'll go through kind of a phase where 3 months that we scope whether you're ready or not, and at the end of that phase we just say, is it a go or no go decision? At what level do we think you're profitable between year 1 and year 3? And the brand really has to decide if that's the right decision or not, but we always make that recommendation whether it's a yes or a no.
Is it a matter of size or is it a matter of audience?
It really depends. It can be size, but it can also depend on cost, your average dollar that people are spending. If you're a high ticket item, then you have maybe a higher propensity that it would be able to be profitable quicker. But if you're a low ticket item, then it's going to take a lot more of change behavior.
Is frequency of buy affected? Because I know folks like Dell we've spoken to always say their buying cycle is really long for the most part, and
Absolutely.
people buy peripherals and things like that. But for the big purchases are
Absolutely.
far apart.
If you're buying, a car, you're going to purchase a lot less frequently than if you're buying jeans. And so, yeah, frequency is absolutely a factor in the model.
So how's loyalty marketing changing from your perspective?
Oh, it's changing immensely. I think what the biggest thing is the customers are beginning to expect loyalty. And so brands really need to find a way to really adhere to those customers wanting to be rewarded for being loyal to a brand. And brands really need to kind of step up and recognize.
And how's experience changing?
Experience is changing because they also want to demand in the way that you're talking to them. So preference centers are really becoming important. We have to let the consumer decide, are we going to check them direct mail, via email, via mobile text? And they have a channel in which they prefer, and we need to let them choose.
Now, in terms of reward redemption, we're hearing a lot about people talking about the experience within the experience and
Right.
moving kind of away from the traditional spend and get. Is that a trend that you're seeing?
There's a lot of value in the spend and get in the points. And so it's hard to get away from that. But there's a lot of brands that do non kind of dollars off, that they do maybe giftables or they do donations or things like that. And really, I think it then goes back to the customer. And if they decide they don't want that, I think the most beneficial programs are the ones that let them decide. So if they don't necessarily want the dollars off, maybe they want the exclusive gift, but we have to give them that option really to kind of make them feel good.
Okay.
Yeah.
And how is technology affecting loyalty marketing?
Technology is obviously something that we always have to, especially with the mobile experience. That's always something top notch. Any type of app downloads or any type of text messaging program, if they want their rewards on text, those type of things that we always have to be keeping up on. Is it rendering correctly? So we're always needing to be watching that too.
Now, with measurement, I imagine there's a lot of challenges there, especially dealing with different brands and so forth. Because I know if you ever watch Undercover Boss, they'll send the boss out, usually if it's a retailer too.
Yeah.
The first thing they'll discover is that their POS system sucks.
Yeah.
And do you find that a lot where the brand doesn't even realize that their data collection may not be the best?
We find that absolutely a lot. That's why Baesman is able to kind of come in and help. Measurement is absolutely crucial. You don't want to do a campaign if you're not learning from it. So we never recommend going out there and doing something without being able to test and learn from it. And then usually if you can't do it internally, then you need to reach out to a partner to help you.
Fascinating. Well, thanks for joining us today, Kim. We appreciate you taking the time. All right.
Thanks.